standing. So go ahead, you can start. We're going to do a standing twist. Getting the full body stretched out, getting rid of all the Labor Day ickies. Right? Were you lazy yesterday? Maybe. It's pretty rainy. It wasn't like, oh yeah, let's go hang out outside all day. Heck no. So as you're twisting, make sure you're getting your hips involved, right? You're going up on your toe. You're getting the full body movement. Full body movement, FBM. That's the right letters, I think. So you're going to go about one more to each side. Then we'll go into our arm circles. So you're going forward circles. You can go smaller circles if you want to. I'm going to raise my camera up a little bit. I must have grown over the weekend. That's a problem. That happens to me, you know, when I just get taller and taller and taller until I can't fit in my screen anymore. Then you're going to reverse, right? It's a little cloudy right now, a little gloomy. Gives you the sleepy sleeps. Good thing we're working out. And we're going to do door openers, so arms come together and apart. Make sure that you're squeezing those shoulder blades, right? So you're waking up those posture muscles. You're opening up the chest, because when we're on the mat, we're going to be using those chest muscles, right? We get the standing over with, and then you get to be lazy on the floor. That's a pretty good win-win. So you're going to go 3 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3, and then you're just going to go into your high knee march, right? So I like to have my hands right at my waistline just so I know I'm getting up my legs high enough. You can do that or not, I don't care, right? But obviously the way I do it is the right way to do it. So remember that I had it, right? I don't do it the wrong way. Heck no. So it's nice and easy going side to side. You don't have to go fast. If you feel like you want to go a little bit quicker, you could, right? If you still feel like you're kind of dragging, just ease into it. Because once the workout gets going, you won't be allowed to just drag. Heck no. So we got about 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to go into butt kickers. Butt kickers. Right? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you got your butt kickers, right? So butt kickers, you can keep your arms how they are. If you like to move your arms around, you can. Another one, it's up to you, right? If you can multitask and move your arms and legs together, right? If your brain's like, I don't think so, you just keep your hands right in the middle of your body, right? Don't even worry about those silly arms. So making sure as you're kicking, we're waking up our hip flexors, we're waking up our quads. That's the top of your legs. Because there might be a squat in here, right? But if your knees are like, Mary, I don't squat, that's okay. I got you covered, I promise. You know that. I won't make it too crazy. So we're gonna go 3 more. Here's 1, 2, and 3, and you got calf raises, just up and down on your tiptoes, right? So it doesn't have to be fast, right? If you feel real wobbly or need extra balance, right? You got chairs, wall, whatever, doesn't matter. And I like to have my hands on my hips for this, right? Makes you look cooler, right? You kind of got like a Wonder Woman pose here, or Superman. I had to say Wonder Woman because I'm not a Superman, you know. I got jokes today. So we got 3 more here. Here's 1. Almost tipped over. 2 and 3. So now we're going to go into our hip hinge motion. So you're going to have your feet. They're going to be about hip width apart, right? You're going to have your arms down. You're going to press your hips back. You're just letting your pinkies come to about your knees. Then you're going to come right back up. So you should feel this in the backs of your legs, right to your hamstrings. If you look slightly straight ahead, it's going to help you keep that back nice and flat, okay? So nice and controlled. Again, you don't have to go fast. You might even feel a stretch through your lower back on this, and that's okay, right? Sometimes these feel like a little bit of a stretching motion just because it's really getting those hamstrings, okay? So soft bending your knees is okay. Make sure you're not locking your knees out. And if you feel this in your knees, that means you are squatting. You need to push your butt back more, right? Act like you're going to touch it to the wall behind you. You could touch it to the wall behind you if you have a wall really close. I don't know. Mine's pretty darn far away, so that's not going to happen here. So we're going to go about 10 more seconds. So don't even feel like counting. I'll tell you when to stop because I want you to go at a pace that feels good to you, right? So now, after this one we're finishing up on, you're going to relax up, right? And we're going to warm up our shoulders here a little bit. So you're going to have your elbows locked into your side, palms are up, and we're warming up our rotator cuff muscles. So make sure that your elbows are staying locked into your sides, right? So there's no gap between my elbows and my sides, right? No, you can't see the wall behind me. And if your elbows are like this, guess what? You better tuck them in tight, right? So it's a small little motion. You don't even need weights. It's just gonna burn them up a little bit and wake them up. But they're important to be woken up. You don't wanna have bad rotator cuff. So we got about 5 seconds. Right, you don't even have to move fast. I was going fast. Too much coffee, I guess. Okay, and then we're gonna bring our arms up. You've got those high elbows, you've got touchdown arms, right? So making sure that you have your elbows are even with your shoulders and your forearms are just coming down to your elbows, right? You're not going like this. We're not going all the way down. Okay, just halfway and back. It's a small motion again. Small motions. I gotta look at the workout because I already forget what it is. I write down stuff and I can't read it. I use too many abbreviations. That's what happens when you write them a while ago, you know. Got 5 seconds here, so we'll do 2 more. Here's 1, here's 2, and now we're gonna warm up our legs here a little bit more. So your right leg is just gonna come wide and back, right? So you're staying up tall, you're just coming wide and back. So try to keep that leg as straight as you can. Don't feel like you have to kick super, super wide. Keep it in a range of motion. That's gonna feel good to you, right? Nothing wild, nothing crazy. We'll get wild and crazy here in a little bit. So we got about 15 seconds, then we're gonna go to our left leg, okay? Nice and controlled. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, right? We're warmed up. They're still needing to be relaxed. You got 2 more, there's 1. Here's 2. Now we're gonna go to the left leg. Left leg's coming wide and back, right? You're staying up nice and tall, right? Only go up as high as you feel you can with that left leg. Keeping your core tight. Yes. Okay, we got about 15 seconds. Right? Just think if we had the bands on, you wouldn't be kicking very high. So we got about 3 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. All right, so next one that you're gonna do, you're gonna bend those knees, right? And you're just gonna tap your right leg wide, left leg wide. So it's kind of like a speed skater motion. You just wanna tap your toe. So you're trying to keep those knees slightly bent, and you wanna just tap and tap. And you're trying to straighten that leg out as much as you can, just so you can keep those hips moving, right? Yes, just yours, right? So we're gonna go 15 seconds here, then we're gonna go a back tap, right? And that's just what it sounds like, a back tap. You're gonna tap backwards. Okay, so we got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're gonna tap backwards. So you're just tapping back and back. So you still have your knees bent. You're trying to stretch out those legs as much as you can. And when you tap back, you want to try to just tap with your toe, right? Keep the majority of your weight in your front leg. Okay, you're doing a great job. We got 15 seconds. Then we're gonna grab our dumbbells, right? 10 seconds. Right, enough of this warm-up stuff. We want our dumbbells. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so go ahead and grab your dumbbells. We're gonna have 2 weights for most of these exercises, I think, maybe. So what we're gonna do here, you're gonna be in your hip hinge, and we have 2 different kinds of rows. So you got your hips back. You're gonna do a normal row where your palms are facing each other and come back. Then you're gonna turn your palms so they face your legs, and you're gonna do a wide row. Okay, so you have a wide row, a normal row, and you're just gonna alternate between those 2 motions. Okay, ready? And go. So you got normal row, palms turn, wide row. Normal, wide. You could think of it as like a narrow and a wide, right? But taking your time, if you're moving really fast, it might be time for you to amp up your dumbbells, right? And make sure you've got those hips pressed back. We want a nice straight back. You're squeezing your shoulder blades, right? So squeeze your shoulder blades. You should not feel this in your neck. You feel it in your neck, try to relax those shoulders and focus on squeezing a little bit lower. Okay, nice and easy. You're over halfway. That's good news. We got 15 seconds to go. Okay, you're doing an awesome job. Right, we got 10 seconds. Keep on moving through. We're going to go 2 more sets, right? So here's normal, 1, wide, 1. 1 more set of each. Normal, wide. All right. So next one that you're going to do a deadlift into a squat. So what you're going to do, we're in that hip hinge. You're going to come down. You're going to come up. You'll bring your weights up. You'll sit down in a squat and then repeat that. So when you squat, make sure you have the weight back in your heels. If the squat hurts, you're just going to take it out. You would do the deadlift and bring your weights up and repeat. So you don't have to do the squat if it hurts your knees. Ready? And go. So you're going to come down into your deadlift. You'll slowly come up, curl your weights up, sit down into that squat, come back up and repeat. So you would go deadlift, up, curl, squat. So when you squat, press those hips back. It's just like there's a chair behind you, right? You're trying to sit on it, right? But picture it's like a porta potty, you don't want to touch it. And remember, if the squat hurts, you're just going to curl here, and then you're going to repeat your deadlift. Okay, nice and controlled motions. Okay, you're doing a great job. Right, taking your time. Remember, these don't have to be fast either. On your squat, if you're squatting, you don't even have to go down that low. Just as low as you feel like you can. Okay, you're doing a great job. We're almost done with this one already, believe it or not. Isn't that nice? Show wheels. Okay, you got 10 seconds. Okay, you're doing an awesome job here. We are almost done with this move. We're going to do one more reach, right? You got deadlift, then you're going to squat. Okay, so now you're going to have one dumbbell, and you're going to have it in your right leg. So on this, you're going to do a side lunge with a tap down. So we're going to go left leg, side lunge. You're going to tap your right weight down and then come back, right? So you'll tap and then back. If the side lunge hurts your knee, you're just going to step, reach across, and come back, okay? So left leg only, weights in your right hand. Go for it. So as you go into your side lunge, your hips should be pressed back and your shoulders should be facing forward, right? So you don't want to be bent over, right? We don't want that strain on your lower back. You want to try to be somewhat upright, right? And facing straight ahead. So if it doesn't feel good to do that side lunge, remember, you'll step, reach across and back. Step, reach across and back. So whatever variation you need to do, that's fine. Stick to it, okay? Keep the weight back in those heels. Press the hips back on that side lunge. We have 15 seconds, and then we're going to our left leg. Our right leg, I mean. You know what I mean. One of those legs. Okay, 10 seconds. We're going to do 2 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Okay, left arm has that weight. Right leg is stepping. We're tapping and then back. Right? Tapping and then back. Tap and back. Tap and back. Look how cool you look. So remember, on that side lunge, your right knee is going to be bent. Left leg is straight. If you're not doing the side lunge, you're just reaching and tapping, right? Reach and tap, okay? So keep in the range of motion that feels good to you and your knees, right? Yeah. Maybe your knees make noises. That's okay. Mine do. I can hear mine every time I squat down or lunge down. Oh, yeah. So we're almost there. We got 15 seconds. And then we're going to our next move. Moving right along for the day. Okay, we got 2 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Okay, so we're going to keep our one weight. We're going to do a dumbbell swing. So on this, you're going to combine your hip hinge with your core. So you're going to hold your weight up and down. You're going to have your arms straight down. Your hips are going to press back. You're going to stand up. And that's what's going to swing your weights. Your arms don't swing the weight. It is your core and your glutes. Okay? Ready? So you'll hip hinge down. You come forward, squeeze your tush. Squeeze your tush, right? Act like your hips are going to push the weight forward. Okay? So this shouldn't hurt your lower back. Your arms are really not doing anything except for holding the dumbbell. This is all glute work and lower abs, right? Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. This is all about the glutes and the core on this move. Okay, and it's gonna get your heart rate up, of course, but nice and controlled. You don't even have to go fast with it. You can go slow. If you don't like using a weight, don't use a weight, right? Nice and controlled, right? Squeeze the glutes, and it's gonna help push that weight forward. The power of the glutes. I promise they're powerful. Okay, remember, use those hips, use those glutes, use the core. I'll tell you 1,000 times. Okay, you're doing a great job. 15 seconds. All right, we got one more minute standing, then we're on the floor the rest of the time. Okay, we got 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now you're gonna have just one weight still. I lied, you've got one weight today. Okay, so you're gonna have the weight in your left hand. Your right leg is gonna stay forward. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna step back as far as you can with your left leg. You're gonna row, come back, come up, right? So I'll show you this way too. So step back with the left. You're gonna row, come back and up, right? Step back, row, and up. So the lower you get with that right leg, the more challenging this move gets, okay? So nice and controlled, right? You're trying to just tap your left toe back, right? You're kind of in a runner's lunge is what they call this. Okay, you're doing a great job. Keep it in the range of motion that feels good to you. So if it doesn't feel good to go low, don't go low. And by feel good, I don't mean burn. I mean actual pain, right? If it burns and you don't want to go that low, shame on you. You better go low. Okay, got 10 seconds. Then we're gonna switch sides. Okay, nice and controlled. Taking your time. Make sure that right knee bends when you step back. You got 2 more. Here's 1. Coming back. Here's 2. Coming back. Okay, so now our right arm is pulling. Left leg is forward. Ready? And go. So you're gonna step back, row, come back and up. Step back, row, back and up, right? So remember, you're trying to step as wide as you can, right? We want to get some good balance work out of this, right? We want some practical, functional movements here, right? So we're moving our arms and legs together because guess what? In life, your arms and legs move together. That's just how you're built. And if you don't think so, when you walk today, try not to use your arms. See what happens, right? Just glue them to your side. Okay, you're doing a great job. We've got about 30 seconds left. And then we're on the mat. Step wide, row, and back, right? Oh yeah, we got the power in our muscles. 2 more. Here is 1. Actually, I lied. We got 2 more now. Here's 1. Here's your last 1, 2, and relax. So now we're going down to our mat. All right, so I'm gonna push my camera down a little bit so that you can see me. So we're gonna be on our back here, and we're gonna do a lot of core moves with our weights. So your first move is gonna be tabletop legs, right? With just a regular chest press motion. So if tabletop, if your back's tight, put 1 foot down and do the same motion. Ready? And go. Okay, so make sure that you're pulling in on that lower back, right? You want your core to be nice and tight. Okay, and if tabletop is feeling like it's hard to hold right now, just put 1 foot down. Okay, so we're gonna kind of build into each of our moves today. Right, so there's gonna be a lot of core, a lot of glute, and of course arms. Okay, you're doing a great job. Really focus in on your core, right? It's pretty simple with your arms. If your weights were too heavy, you can always go to 1, right? But we're just really focusing on our core and our arms right now. Okay, try to make sure those heels aren't sinking down right. You don't want to look like this. You want those heels right even with those knees. Okay, we're almost there. And then the fun starts, right? Oh yeah. Okay, we got about 10 seconds. All right. We're gonna do 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Now you're gonna keep your weights up and we're just gonna focus on our legs. You're gonna kick your legs out, bend your legs in. Kick out, bend in. So remember, if that feels too much on your back, you have 1 foot down and you're kicking out and in, okay? So watch your dumbbells. Make sure those dumbbells are right above your shoulders the whole time, right? You don't want them behind your shoulders. You don't want them back by your head. Because guess what? Your shoulders aren't gonna like that. Okay, so now we're doing an isometric with our arms, which means we're not moving them. And we're working our core and our legs a lot more. So nice and controlled. You're just mostly kicking out in a V. You don't have to kick way, way low. You want to focus on your core and lower back staying down. Okay, and you're doing a great job here. All right, it's pretty easy. Those weights don't even feel heavy. Heck no. If you needed to switch legs, you could. Right? We're over halfway. I forgot to tell you halfway, but it's okay. We're more focused on our core and which leg is down. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Then we're going to our next move. Okay, we got 3 more kicks. Here's 1, coming back, 2, coming back, 3, and relax. So these next moves, you're gonna have 1 weight, and we're gonna have our weight in our right arm. So you have 2 options here. You can do a chest press motion with both feet staying down on the ground, right, and press up and down, or you're gonna keep your left foot down, your right leg would be up, and you're gonna do a chest press there. Okay, so we will do a single leg bridge. If the single leg bridge doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. So weight is in your right hand, weight is off your right leg. So right leg's up, right arm is up. That's the easy way to say it. Okay, so we're in our bridge, you're pressing up and down. Okay, so I like to have my left arm up just for a little extra balance. I don't think it really does much, but in my head it does. So you could do that too if you want. And your right leg just has to stay in like a tabletop type position. Okay, so we're working opposites. This is gonna work your core like mad, right? And who doesn't like a mad core? Haha, right? So try to stay up as tall as you can. You're pressing up and down. If it feels like too much to have that right leg up, just put it down, right? No big deal. Modify as you need to. You have 15 seconds, then we're gonna switch sides, okay? Keep hanging on to it. Keep on breathing. We got 3 more. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we have left arm has our weight, left leg's in the air, right leg is holding our bridge. Ready? And go, right? So we're pressing up and down, right? No big deal. You do this all day long, okay? And we're on our right side. So if your right side dominant, you're probably thinking like, oh, a break finally, right? Or maybe this side just really doesn't feel good and you need both feet down. Both options are okay. So remember, you can have that right arm up for a little extra balance if you want. If you feel like it has to hold you on the floor, that's fine too. Okay, nice and controlled. Try to keep that left leg in that tabletop type position. You're pressing up as high as you can, right? And we're just pumping some weights. Pilates weights. We got 15 seconds. Then we're gonna go to our next move, okay? Keep on rocking. Keep on breathing. 10 seconds to go. That was a long 15 seconds, wasn't it? I thought so. Okay, you're doing a great job. We got 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Okay, so now we got both dumbbells. So on this, you have the option. You can keep your knees bent, or you can have your legs out straight. But what we're gonna do, you're starting with your weights by your chest if you can, right? You're gonna sit up, you're gonna punch, punch, and back, right? So if you have straight legs, it's gonna be harder, right? Because you have to sit up more. And if the weights feel like too much, just don't use weights, right? And just punch with your arms regular. Okay, ready? And go. So try to keep those weights by your chest if you're using them. You're gonna punch across and back. Let's say you wanna use just 1 dumbbell, that's fine. You could just do 1 forward punch and back 2. Okay, so there's a lot of variations to this move. Right, so I'm keeping my knees bent because I'm smart like that, because I know how long we're doing it, right? So taking your time. Remember, if regular roll-ups are a challenge for you, just don't use those dumbbells and just practice on punching with those arms, right? So do what you need to do to be successful with it, right? So we got 30 seconds. That means you're halfway there. That's good news, at least. Oh, yeah. You're doing a great job. We haven't done any triceps yet today, so you know what's coming up next. Okay. We're almost there. 10 seconds. My arms are getting heavy, right? Getting close to there. Let's do one more. Then you're gonna relax. All right. So we're gonna go one dumbbell again. Dumbbell is gonna be in your right arm, okay? This time, you're gonna have your left leg in the air. And we're gonna hold that bridge. You've got a single arm tricep. So remember, if you need both feet down, that's okay. Okay, so this time, left leg is in the air, right arm is doing the tricep. Ready? And go. So you're gonna bend down and extend up, right? If you like using that left hand on your tricep to kind of support that arm, you could. It's whatever you feel like you wanna do. Make sure when you bend that weight down, your elbow is pointing to the ceiling, right? You don't want it to point wide. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Then we're gonna switch sides, okay? You're doing a great job. Exhale up, inhale back. Okay, we got 3 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Okay, so now we're switching. Left hand is doing the tricep, right leg's in the air, holding our bridge. You're gonna dip down and back. Ooh, yucky, left leg. Right, and if single leg's starting to feel like too much, keep both those feet down. Right, when you bend that weight down, elbow is pointing to the ceiling. And remember, you can have your right arm on that tricep to help support that arm if you want. It really does support it. And you can feel your tricep muscles. Isn't that weird? Okay, got about 10 seconds. 10 to 15, I can't tell. I might add 15, you know? Right, we got 3 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Okay, grab both those dumbbells. So you're gonna have your weights together. Both feet are staying down on the ground. Your weights are on your chest. So you're gonna press up, and then come down. Okay, so you're pressing into your bridge, pressing up and back. So you're trying to keep those weights together. This is our last move of the day. So as you're pressing those hips up, make sure you're squeezing those glutes. When your weights come down by your side, your elbows should be tucked in tight. Okay, and now we're gonna add to it. So you're gonna press up, tricep, back up, and down. Up, tricep, up, down, right? Isn't that exciting? It sure is, everybody. Okay, taking your time. You're doing a great job. Right, yes. Okay, so now we're gonna add to this. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna press up. You're gonna do a tricep. Your arms are gonna come up. You go into a chest fly, come together, come down, right? I know it sounds complicated. So you're up, tricep, your arms are up, chest fly, come together, weights, and you come down. Up, tricep, up, chest fly, weights together, you come down. Up, tricep, up, chest fly, weights together, you come down. Up, tricep, up, chest fly, up, or down. Yeah, that's the word. I don't have anything else to add to this. As you can tell, that would mess with my memory too much. Okay, you're doing a great job here. Taking your time. We are almost done for the day. Okay, I don't have any other moves to add to this. If you wanted me to, you can send me an email. Say, hey, why didn't we do a blah, blah, blah? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do one more set here. So you're up, tricep, up, chest fly, together, weights come down, you come down, and you're done. There you go. You made it.